Hi, this is Theo from PuckleBlocks.com. Today I'm going to show you this wireless tablet that is made by Huion. They sent me this unit for review purposes, so that's the disclaimer. I've been using this for the past few weeks on my Mac and also on Windows, so I'm going to talk about the performance of that on those two operating systems. So let's take a look at the tablet itself. This is the packaging box. By the way, the working area of the tablet is actually 13.8 inches by 8.6. So this is a very big tablet. Let's open this up and show you what's inside. So this is the tablet itself. It is huge. And the other things that are included in the box would be the driver CD, a thank you card, the manual. We have the pen holder, and some extra nibs. So the extra nibs are hidden in the pen holder. There are 4 extra nibs, and there's this nib remover. In addition to all this stuff, it also comes with some cables. This is a wireless pen that is powered by a battery inside. That is non-removable, so if the battery runs low, you will have to charge it with the USB cable that is provided. This is the one cable that is provided, and this is the USB port where you can plug it into your computer. So even if there is no battery left inside, you can still use it. You just need to plug it in and use it at the same time. The other cable that is provided is the charging cable for the tablet. This is a wireless tablet, and this is also powered by battery. The battery is also non-removable, so you need to plug the cable into this port here right at the top, and this USB port to your computer, and you can charge it. So far I have only charged it once, the first time I got the tablet, and I find that I haven't seen the need to charge it again a few weeks after. This is still quite the battery life is quite good actually. Let's take a closer look at the tablet. On the top left we have the power switch, and below that are signal lights. Let me turn this on. There's one signal light for the wireless connection, so once you turn it on, this will turn blue. The top line here, this light is for the pen, so if the pen is on the surface, the green light will light up. Then there are also lights for the battery. If the battery is running low, then this will light up, so you can charge your tablet. And below that on the left corner, we have 12 buttons. They are preset when you install the driver, but you can customize them as well. So these buttons on the left side are very useful. By the way, this tablet, you can use it even if you are left-handed, because you can change that in the settings. So if you are left-handed, you will probably be drawing like this. So this area, the power switch will be at the bottom right side, and keyboard shortcuts will be at the upper right side. As for the surface of the tablet, this has a very smooth surface with some texture on it. More like a texture that is similar to what I see on the Wacom. So this is the Wacom tablet. You can see that the texture is somewhat the same, at least from my finger. I'm feeling it is the same. When I'm drawing on the Wacom tablet or the Huion tablet, the texture feels exactly the same. Also, when you take note of the size of this tablet versus the Wacom tablet. This Huion tablet is almost 2 times the size of this Wacom tablet, and this is a medium-sized Wacom tablet. Since this is a wireless tablet, you need to connect it somehow to your computer wirelessly, and it does so using a USB receiver that is hidden behind this corner of the tablet. It comes in the form of a USB thumb drive actually. So this is the part where you can plug into your computer. It actually has 8 GB of storage, and I would put my driver files onto this thumb drive. So if I want to bring this tablet to my office, I can install the drivers from this thumb drive. This is quite convenient, and you have a very convenient place to store it as well, just at the corner of this tablet. Alright, let's talk about using the tablet on the Mac first. Let me plug in the USB receiver and turn on the tablet. Alright, so I've already installed the drivers, but I want to show you the drivers and what you can do with the driver. Before you install the Huion drivers, I highly recommend you uninstall all other tablet drivers, especially if you are using Wacom tablets. Make sure you uninstall the Wacom drivers. This is to prevent any driver conflicts. After you install the Huion drivers, they will be located in the Applications folder inside this folder called Huion Driver. After you open the tablet driver panel, you can customize the buttons on the pen. There are 2 buttons on the pen. You can also customize the pressure sensitivity. I find that the default setting works best for me, so I don't have to change that. You can also customize the buttons on the tablet, these 12 buttons. Let me show you how to do that. Just click on this advanced setting button, and in this panel you can see the 12 buttons here. Just click on any of these buttons and you can assign a keyboard key to it. You can also assign functions like Control, Option, Command, Shift. If you do not use the shortcuts on the tablet, you can turn them off as well using these 2 buttons here. If you are left-handed, you can check this button here. That's all there is to customizing the pen and the tablet. Let me open Photoshop to do a drawing demonstration. Create a new file, enlarge this and use a brush. So let me show you the light touch first with the pen on the tablet. So this is quite sensitive. I'm barely putting the nib on the surface of the tablet, and if you want it to be thick, you can just press down hard, and the performance is very smooth. There is absolutely no lag at all. The curves are very smooth as well, no jagged lines or anything. On Mac OS X, I find the drawing experience to be flawless. The lines come out exactly the way I want them to be. The performance is very smooth and very predictable. The pressure sensitivity works very well. And the drivers work very well too as well. There's no glitch or anything on the Mac OS. So let me switch over to the Windows now. Now I'm going to show you the drawing performance on the Windows OS. Again, before you install the Huion drivers, make sure you uninstall all other tablet drivers. And in this case here, I'm using the Microsoft Surface Pro 4. This is a tablet and it comes with its own stylus. After I install the Huion drivers, I find that the pressure sensitivity on the Microsoft Surface Pen stopped working. So that's the driver conflict. If you are going to be using it on a desktop, then you're not going to have that problem because you don't have the ability to use the Surface Pen. But if you are using it on a Windows tablet like this, there is going to be the driver conflict. So you can either use Huion or the Surface Pen, but you cannot use both at the same time. I have already installed the driver, so I'm just going to plug in my wireless receiver onto the Surface Pro 4. As mentioned earlier, this is actually a thumb drive with 8 gigs of storage. That's why when I plugged it in, Windows opened up this folder to show me what's inside the thumb drive. I'm just going to minimize that. Now I'm going to open Photoshop. I have already customized the buttons on the tablet, so now I can use the buttons to create a new file. I can use the buttons to zoom in and zoom out. It works perfectly. Now I'm going to hit the B button and zoom in to show you the strokes. Pressure sensitivity works very well. You can glance very softly on the tablet, you get very thin lines, and if you press hard, you get the thicker lines. Let me zoom in to let you see how smooth the lines are. So the lines are actually very smooth. However, I did find some glitch. These are actually two separate lines. I stopped drawing here, and this is the start of the second line. So I'm now going to zoom in to let you see the second line. For the second line, I did find some jitter. It's not very obvious, but it is definitely there. And this is quite strange because the first line is perfectly smooth, but the second line it has jitter, and sometimes the jitter appears, sometimes it doesn't, so it's quite frustrating. I'm not sure whether that is because of the driver, the tablet, or because of Photoshop, because when I switch over to the other drawing application that I use, for example Mischief, I can do the same thing, but the lines are perfectly smooth. There's absolutely no jitter at all. So here I've drawn more lines than earlier on, but when you zoom in and take a look, these lines are perfectly smooth. So I'm not sure if that is actually a problem with Photoshop or with the driver. Anyway, to solve the problem with the jittering lines, I would recommend you install this software called Lazy Nezumi Pro. This comes with a trial version, a 30-day trial version that you can install and try. Now, when you buy the full version, you'll be able to draw the smooth lines without any problem. And this is a very good software. Let me close this file and open a new file. So now I've switched on Lazy Nezumi Pro to draw the same thing again. I'm going to draw several lines. This is the first line, I stop, and the second line, and the third line. And let me zoom in and let you see how smooth the lines are. So this is much smoother compared to the default setting without Lazy Nezumi. I highly recommend this plugin, but this is going to cost you some extra money. If you are not using Photoshop, then you don't have to buy this, because other applications, they actually work quite well. Drawing performance with this tablet is very smooth. There is almost no lag, and the pressure sensitivity works very well. The only downside to this tablet is the driver compatibility with Photoshop. I have tried this with Photoshop CS5, CS6 on Windows 7, 8 and 10. All of them have this issue with the line jitter. So if you want to use this tablet with Photoshop, you have to factor in the extra cost of getting the plugin that I recommended earlier called Lazy Nezumi Pro. I have actually installed a lot of drawing software on this Windows machine. For example, Mischief, Sketchable Pro, ArtRage, Medibang Pro. All those drawing software, the pressure sensitivity works perfectly, and there is no problem with line jitter. So this could be just a Photoshop issue. And if you are using it with Mac OS, this tablet is flawless. I don't have any problems with Mac OS. Overall, I will say this is a very good tablet. It works, the buttons here works, the pen works very well too, and it's very convenient because it's wireless. So yeah, it's a good tablet. That's all for my video review today. If you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comment section below. I will also post links to all the software that I talked about in the video description, so you can go and download them and try them. Yeah, thanks for watching. See you in the next video, and remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more art product reviews.